Verbs in Action is a lesson on spelling, punctuation, and grammar. This is an excerpt of my lesson plan. The learning purpose is to introduce and consolidate what verbs are, and to identify various verbs given a few actions. The Victorian curriculum section that it satisfies is understanding how ideas can be explained and sharpened through careful choice of verbs, elaborated tenses, and a range of adverb groups or phrases. Students will be working towards a level 5 of the Victorian literacy curriculum. The success criteria is to correctly identify verbs and to demonstrate the ability to identify verbs after viewing particular actions. The assessment will take place as a whole class discussion where they share their answers. Feedback will be given accordingly, and students' workbooks will be checked for completion of tasks. The lesson started off with students sitting in a circle. I nominated one student to demonstrate 6 steps to surfing. Now, for confidentiality reasons, these are photos of myself. So the first one is lying down on the surfboard. Number 2, prone lion stance. Number 3, getting up. Number 4, lunging. Number 5, lunging but standing. And number 6, finally surfing on the surfboard. Now, at each step, I got the student to pause, and the students were to brainstorm all the verbs associated with the pose and also transitioning to the pose. So these are all the verbs we came up together as a class. So we've got lying, we've got squaring, we've got twisting, balancing, looking, leaning, etc. For the individual activity, students were to think of something they can teach another student. So it could be painting an egg, it could be drawing a cat, it could be coming up with magic tricks. So this student chose magic tricks. And she thought of all the verbs associated with teaching someone how to do magic tricks. So that could be taking, pretending, holding, showing, telling, thinking, and guessing. Now, I'm very impressed by this student's work because usually she has trouble grasping literacy concepts, but she demonstrated a very good understanding of what verbs are, and she also went the extra mile and illustrated her verbs. This is another example of drawing a cat. In terms of catering for inclusion, all students in the class participated in the activity. More advanced students are expected to produce higher quality work. Instead of just coming up with verbs, I had these students write out the instructions using verbs. Lower achieving students were given more assistance. I was able to help these students individually by prompting ideas using questions. Upon reflection, students enjoyed the lesson, particularly students who are kinesthetic learners. Having a student physically demonstrate actions encouraged more deeper thinking and analysis, and actions being demonstrated. Rather than imagining an action, students were given visual prompts, which proved to be highly successful for students to come up with descriptive verbs.